volume a little bit, so hopefully this will suffice for Shark Tamer's desires to have more of the music hearable, or at least louder. Anywho, last time we unlocked a shop, and now we're going to stage 6, I suppose, unless we don't have any of the stars in some of the stages. We appear to have all the stars, so we're going to stage 6 now. Hopefully I'm not being too quiet, or you can still hear me and hear the music, even though I think it's a little excessively loud on my end, even though this microphone kind of quiets things out. Hello there, Pokey. You're doing the hokey pokey, aren't you? That's almost a joke, but it's not funny. So we have acquired another Peach. It's not a princess, though, and you can jump on these Pokies because otherwise you'd be stuck. Of course, you can still just get completely pummeled by them. That's quite alright. If you prefer that sort of lingo. Who the heck says lingo anymore? Wow, that was brilliant. I must say, I am completely surprised and impressed at how well that went. In fact, I'm going to do it again. So, how about that soap? Anyways, we've got to figure out what we're doing with our lives. At least, Marissa's life, because Marissa explains it all. That's almost a reference to something that many people are not going to understand. Because the 90s were such a strange time. Well, I've confirmed that I can slide into you, but I can't really slide upwards, so it's not really that useful. Okay, Pokey Poke, we're gonna have to use your head to grab stars, and we've apparently missed quite a few stars somewhere. So we're gonna have to explore that at a later date. Why do I always say that? Okay, we've obviously needing peaches to get certain stars around here. Not like we're dancing and singing, and that's going to be difficult to get. I think I know where the other stars are, so yeah. We're going to have a peach to get them, so let's go grab some peaches. Fresh, ripened from the market in the little area that we have opened up previously in another episode that I have shown you in great detail. Right here. Okay, we've got our peach, and we are good to go back here because we're not going to face the castle just yet. That can wait. I know you're in eager anticipation to see what could possibly happen to the castle, but nothing is going to happen because I am being completely rude and untrustable. Do not touch me. That is bad for my little witch self. Can't believe people would try to do that to me. Like, really, it's just such a strange world out here. So many people are trying to kill me, and I'm trying to kill them, and it's not really a dog-eat-dog world, but we can pretend. I just screwed that up. I have a feeling that the missing star from earlier are going to be in those little... Well, I'm going to go up there anyway. It's probably going to be in here somewhere. Hey, I found it. Okay, good. Now go down here. I'd much rather have a carrot for this. Pokey bouncing is not my favorite activity, but I suppose there are worse things I could be doing with my life. And we are back at the end. This is a short level. In fact, I would say that it is not in need of any shortening, and there's too much shortening in this bread. So, that's some sort of musical thing. So, Marissa's gonna fly away in a balloon, and we're going to go to the castle now, for it is my favorite thing to do in the world. I love castles. They are such great places, especially when they're not actually castles, but we'll just say they are. There are more divine winds trying to carry us into certain destruction, or uncertain destruction, as the case may be, but we have to trust it because we don't really have much else of a choice. For you see, in this world of Marissa, her hat allows her to float much better than the average human, but she's not really human as far as I know. So we're going to disregard that, and just call her the witch that she is. Now then, this is getting a little complicated. I kind of wish I had a carrot to help propel myself into the air with the greatest of ease and not get myself killed. But it tends to happen sometimes. We don't like to talk about it. So, we're gonna try this one more time, even though I probably should have gone back and gotten a peach and seen what the intended power-up is for this area. But sometimes you just don't get the opportunity to do such things. Anyways, I don't know how early or late this is going to be uploaded, but at this time I should be uploading the 4th episode of Grief Syndrome and not falling into a hole. And I should also be figuring out exactly what I'm doing after Grief Syndrome, because, or, I don't know, I mean, there's like, you'll see. You'll see me question the thing that I question in the end. Anywho, going back in here, now properly equipped with our little peach power-up, and as I expected, the carrot gods have been summoned, or at least invoked, asked, questioned, something to that effect. This is going to be a little difficult, I think. Regardless of the power-up we have, this is not going to be very simple because of the way the wind blows. It's too bad I'm not Klonoa, because I probably wouldn't have any trouble with this, because he's Klonoa of the wind. Or perhaps if I was Kirby, I wouldn't have that much trouble with this. You see, in Mario games, when there's wind involved, it tends to be troublesome to both the player and the little sprite on screen that we are watching traverse through such treacherous lands as boxes and wooden houses and various temples and volcanoes. I hope I'm not being too descriptive. This isn't very responsive, really. This is super loud, too. I hope you're happy, Shark Tamer. I could use the microphone that I narrate my Bi-Fi battles with, but that would be a tad difficult, I think. Okay, there seems to be a slight break in the wind, but I don't know if that is because of the graphic decision or something else. Hello, guy. You're just gonna have to be... Yeah, no, they can't collect stars. Oh, hey, a hidden platform. But what good does it do? I can't get back up. Unless I can somehow manage to grab that peach. Of course, that's going to be so useful at this point. Wait, I want my produce. You cannot rob me of the produce I rightfully paid for. Ugh. Well, I can already see that most of this video is going to be sped up. Maybe I should worry about stars later, but then again, I kind of have to get back to where I was in order to even attempt getting stars, so I'm probably going to get a time over. And I'm going to be like, whoa, that was too short of a time limit. And then I'm going to be like, well, of course it was too much small of a time limit, you stupid idiot. You were too busy trying to float around here and trying to figure out where the hell you're supposed to go, but of course, you decide to be a moron, and for some reason this wind gimmick isn't working very well. It works when it wants to screw you over, in which case it always works. But when you need it to work to get to a certain area, it's just like, why the hell should I work for you? I am wind. I blow wherever I wish, for I am an element, and you are not. You are just a little witch person wannabe. Actually, it's a little simpler to do it like this. Anyways, now we just gotta figure out how to get to the spot. If I can get on top of these bricks, you know, really, when the level design prevents you from trying to get to certain places that you need to go to, it's a little nerve-wracking, I think. So, I'm going to deal with that star later because I'm probably going to die. Terrific, isn't it? So, we've got these little buddies here. Thank you, buddy. You're my favorite of all my buddies. Oh, let me guess. Oh, never mind. I was like, oh, let me guess. I'm gonna have to be silly here. Okay, let's see if we can just preview the boss. And probably run out of time. I recognize you, but I don't know who you are. But you have a mushroom on your head, so that can't be good. Frog and a snake. And they float up, and I can float up. What's the purpose. Well, it doesn't matter now, because I've run out of time. I've run out of time, and my voice is getting all weird because I've run out of time.
Should I keep this take? Probably. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to switch this into one little episode part thing instead of keeping my original take, where I have completely and utterly triumphed in defeat. Well, I mean, we'll see now when I run out of time. Man, I can't wait to taste the delicious mushrooms of Merceland. They must be non-poisonous because they are coming out of blocks, and we all know blocks have great filtration systems, in which none of the combatants can really hurt you unless it's Super Mario Bros. 2 where there are poison mushrooms, to which they have never made a return to the Mario series, at least not in the main series of games. Although that would be a little interesting if they did make come back because they were nice power, pseudo-power anyway. I think they get a few reappearances here and there, but not nearly to the effect that they were in Super Mario Bros. 2 from the Japanese version, as they all know, because, the world of the internet is quite tiny, and you can figure out quite a lot of things by just going online and looking them up. Some people like to do that though, because it's much easier to just bug somebody and say, yo man, I want you to look up to me because I don't know what Google is. Or something to that effect. And if anyone being referencing, no, that's a problem because this game is way too loud for the internet. Can we get back up there, perhaps? No? Well, I guess we'll do this a second time. And a third time. And now back to the boss. Hopefully we can beat it in the 9 commanded stars and we'll all be happy and well-fed and jumping on frogs and snakes all day long. For it is my job, as a witch, to demo these toys for the children in the holiday season. Although I must ask what the frog and the snakes are doing here. We have seemed to kill this woman who's quite a bit boss, actually. Yeah, you just kind of sit there dead and I'll take the mushroom from you. That came from your head. Plucked fresh and ripe. Or something to that effect.
And that's going to lead us to the other area, like I said before. So, yeah. Time to get some stars, although I didn't... Oh my goodness, this star is going to be so hard to get. Okay, Wind, why do you have the effect of not working every so often? Well, this might actually be difficult to get, since the wind does not seem to want to push me up all the time. Unless it's some collision bug. There we go. Finally. Sheesh. And now we can do this a third time. Third time is the charm, and you've still got a charm in your hand right there, miss. I keep taking your mushroom, but you keep taking it back, so I had to keep coming back for it and taking it back from you, because you tend to have the tendencies to steal from me after I've stolen from you, which seems to be a bother, really, but not really. So, yeah, thanks for dying again, and thank you for giving me back all my stuff, and turn around dance. Hey kids, it's your favorite time in the world! Peach time, it's peach time. Peach time, it's peach time. Aren't you excited? It's peach time. Peach time, peach time, peach time. Peach time, peach time, peach. Peach time. Peach time, peach time, peach time, peach time, peach time. Peach time, peach time, peach time, peach time, peach time, peach time. This video is being super long because peach time. But who cares? It's peach time. We love peaches. Peach time, peach time. Let's get it one up and make a rhyme. Peach time, peach time. That's such a dumb rhyme, but whatever, who cares? Still, then people seem to be able to rhyme time with instead of, like words like lime. Why am I continuing to babble about stuff? This video was over 5 minutes ago.